Since people keep bitching about me about not making Shazam videos, your wish is finally granted. So if you ask anyone out there on what are their personal top 3 most anticipated comic book films of this year, chances are Shazam will be on everyone's list. As many DC fans are hoping in that Shazam could very well be the very first DC film in ages that will be near flawless, and are hyping up Shazam as if it's going to be the saviour of the DCEU, despite the fact that they've pretty much cancelled that whole shared universe idea for now. Now I know I am a week behind on this news, but about a week ago some people have attended the early screenings for Shazam, and the early reactions seem to be overwhelmingly positive. And to kind of paraphrase the entire consensus surrounding the film, Shazam is a damn near flawless movie that is hands down the best in the DCEU by a landslide. But along with that, they do claim that this movie does have a ton of heart, as well as plenty of jokes, and they even do appreciate the lighter tone in comparison to the other films that came before Shazam. Speaking of Shazam himself, they do claim that Zachary Levi does embody the role and is the perfect Shazam. And it seems like many people do enjoy the Easter eggs, the action, and even has a few scares here and there. The last part is a little surprising given how Shazam is supposed to be a lighter film. And so based on all of the reviews that I've seen thus far about Shazam, there's not a single negative review surrounding the film, which does come to show in that they are learning from their mistakes, and it seems like the lighter tone of the franchise more than paid off. So on the whole, Shazam seems to be a huge hit with critics and fans, at least as far as the early reactions are concerned. Although the bad news about Shazam is that based on some of the early projections, in which could alter at any point, Shazam is projected into making only 40 million at the box office during opening weekend, which at first glance it does seem somewhat concerning, but when you really think about it, it really isn't that bad for Shazam. Because for one, this is a brand new franchise for the DCEU, and not to mention, this is a much smaller budget film. And since this is the introduction of Shazam without any form of team-ups or anything like that, it is pretty clear to me in that they're not trying to do Aquaman numbers. And like already mentioned, the box office numbers can change at any moment. And so for all we know, Shazam could perform much higher than expected or even much lower. So the only thing I have left to say in relation to the box office numbers, I wouldn't stress about it right now because it's only early days. Because at the end of the day, the early projections are not the be-all end-all. But since everyone seems to be really excited for Shazam, I do feel like it might actually do much better than originally projected. So how do you feel about the early reactions for Shazam? Does it have you all the more excited into seeing the film, or do you think that it might be somewhat overhyped? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.